Hi, it's Kevin from Made in Leicester here, and with me in the studio we've got New Walk and Tapestry. Two bands, all for the price of one. Yeah! Welcome, chaps.
Hello.
Now, slightly, well, it's not rocket science, is it? It's two bands, but you're kind of quite closely intermingled. If you'd like to introduce yourselves then for the audience at home.
Taylor.
Well, I am from Tapestry, the producer and kind of keyboard player, and then I also produce music separately under New Walk, so involved in both kind of things.
And your name is Taylor Burton?
Yeah, I'm Taylor.
Because you also perform as Taylor Burton, is that right?
Well, I perform as New Walk, so that's my producer.
I'll come back to that later, because I'm going to a gig where you're Taylor Burton and then you're Tapestry as well, so you perform twice. Anyway, moving on.
I'm Elliot Buchanan, and I'm from
Hello,
Tapestry.
Elliot.
I'm the singer and sax player.
Oh.
Really?
I'm Alex Elliott, and I play drums, and I also play guitar in Tapestry.
In Tapestry.
Yes,
Right, okay then. Right, that's just about cleared it up in my mind. So as I was saying then, Taylor, do you play in your own, or was that a mistake a printing mistake or something?
Well,
as well.
Does it say Taylor Burton?
It does.
Yeah, well, it's probably a bit of a mistake. I mean, they're likely to use that as it's my name, but on my own, I'm usually under New Walk, because that's...
You should be under New Walk.
Yeah, I should be under New Walk, yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay, because that's the gig I'm referring to is the one that I'll be seeing you at next, which is the LMF play at LMF thing.
Soundhouse.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is at the Soundhouse.
Yeah.
And you're playing as Taylor Burton, so that'll be New Walk.
Yeah, New Walk.
And as Tapestry.
Yes.
Yeah, we're playing as well.
Oh,
yeah. So
that's interesting.
Should be fun.
Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, because I'm curious as to quite how that's going to work.
Yeah.
So, okay then. So we can talk a little bit about you first, Taylor.
Okay.
So are did you instigate Tapestry?
No, Alex introduced it. Alex just thought that we all kind of like similar music, really, and
I met these guys in a soul band that we have at school, and I just thought they were really, really nice guys.
We became good friends, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just thought they
We
were
just
very
clicked.
good musicians.
Okay, so and then you asked Taylor to join a band, and Taylor was already doing New Walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't realise he was producing music, and I just knew him as a keyboard player, and I thought he was brilliant. So I asked him to join, and then I realised he was also a producer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell me, Taylor, what do you do as a producer? What is the role of a producer?
Well, mainly it is gathering sounds that either I play or the band plays, and making them sound as good as possible, really. So I'd record, for example, Elliot singing, and then use that with maybe some electronic kind of backing track things that I've already made, and see how they all fit together, really.
Okay, so for example, we're about to play Ganja Tent, which is one of your songs as New Walk.
Yeah.
So how did that? Because that seems to be full of samples and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So how did you make that? I mean, did you do the samples yourself, or?
Well, it's a sample of a James Brown song called Sunny, and I like the song, so I kind of like chopped that intro part out of it, and then added kind of some electronic like drums and synthesizers, and tried to make a kind of hip hoppy dance track out of it. So that's how it.
So you got all the samples from other places,
yeah,
but it's mainly from that song.
Yeah, I just gathered them all together. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
and so how can you? So what's well, I suppose I suppose it's fairly obvious what Ganja Tent's about.
Well, I mean, it's just at Strawberry Fields Festival last year.
Oh yeah, I saw you there. Yeah.
Yeah. There was this tent called The Set, and it was kind of a reggae electronic tent, and there was some. I mean, the music was really good in there, but it just smelled very strongly of
cheeky.
Ganja.
You know, yeah.
Let's take
so. I was very alive. I wasn't under the.
I could now you say that I could imagine this particular track going down really well.
Well, but I'm sure.
So, yeah,
We'll
see
see.
the association.
See you next year.
All right then. Well, so that the listeners can get a sample of what your stuff sounds like. Then here is Tapestry by, not Tapestry, Ganja Tent by New Walk.
Thank you.
That was Ganja Tent by New Walk. Wow, I feel all chilled out now.
Good. That's good.
How do, I mean, are you trained as a producer or something? I mean, how do your ideas come across? Because I could never dream of thinking of producing anything like that.
I think it's just listening to, and I started a long time ago. I started when I was like 11 or something, so doing it for a long time.
And you're now how old?
16.
16,
yeah.
right. Okay,
So
5 years ago.
yeah, so like just doing it a lot and constantly listening to that type of music kind of helps you know what will work well doing that kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so.
It's got a very good ear.
Yeah, so you didn't study it or anything like that?
I've had a few. There's YouTube videos, so that's the way to go, really.
Yeah. Okay then. So Tapestry. How did Tapestry come about? What sort? You do similar stuff then? Is that right?
Yeah. Well, Alex kind of.
Yeah, I saw. I hadn't done anything in a few months. I had nothing.
We were all a
going
bit.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw.
Had no bands to
Yeah,
go
I didn't
into.
really know.
So
earlier,
how long's Tapestry been around then?
Since December.
Last December. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right, 2013.
Yeah.
So it's only about 3 or 4 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you started doing stuff.
Yeah, I just saw Elliot wanted to start up a project with someone at some point, and so I just kind of got together like the best musicians kind of I knew at that time and
Yeah.
thought,
Do you know
Works
many
well.
musicians or?
There's only two at the
I
school,
just
so.
scraped the
Thanks.
bottom of the barrel and
Only joking.
Evidently not. Yeah.
Okay, and you did your first gig recently as well, did you? Is
Yeah,
that right?
last night at the Sound House in Leicester.
So, oh right.
It
By
went
last
well.
night, you mean Friday the 14th?
Yes.
Of
Yes.
March. Because don't forget, this will actually go out a week
Yeah.
later. This has been
Oh, yes.
pre-recorded. Oddly enough, that's confusing for our listeners. It's confusing for me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you had your debut gig
Yeah.
in the Sound House on Friday the 14th of March. How did that go?
Went really, really well.
yeah, it was
A
it was
great
good
reception
fun.
from everyone there.
Yeah,
Really
it's-
said they really liked it. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who else was on the lineup then?
There's Albion, the
The
Mutineers.
Yeah, the Mutineers.
and
Right.
of
From
course,
Rugby.
The headliners.
Fabulous Lose on Bleeding Hearts.
Oh, quite a heavy lineup then, by the sounds of it.
Well,
Really.
I mean, the Albion aren't. They're quite.
Yeah,
pop,
they're quite
really.
indie kind
It's the
of.
pop punk kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They were nice. They're all very nice people.
Oh, right.
Yeah, everybody there was really good.
That sounds like a good lineup then. So
Yeah.
you guys started off with your samples and more
Yeah.
electro.
Well, we were second to last.
Oh,
we
yeah.
were before Lose on Bleeding Hearts.
Yeah.
Do headlines. So.
Ah, right, okay. Okay. So
Crazy.
they started off with indie stuff and then you just sort of calmed things down a
Yeah.
bit.
And then
then
ramped it straight
full
up.
on.
Yeah.
I must admit, I haven't been to the Sound House for ages, but it's usually, the sound there is
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, the sound was really
second
good.
to none, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really good.
And the
Yeah.
lights are
Didn't
amazing as well.
It
Yeah, got
looks-
some good pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he tell you, those really bright lights at the back? Did he
Yeah.
tell you they're from actually from an aeroplane?
Really? That is
No.
insane.
But they're so expensive to run. He only usually puts them on either towards the end usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I presume he didn't.
I
have
presume.
them on for you
Well,
guys.
we
I don't
weren't
know if he put them on
blinded,
at
so.
all.
And also, did you notice the dove from above the toilets?
No.
Another little known fact. Oh right. Well, do you know? Oh, it's perhaps a bit old for you guys because you're quite young. Are you familiar with the dove from above?
No, unfortunately.
Sorry.
It comes from a well-known comedy program. Was it? Yeah. I think
Shooting
it's
Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you
few years
mean.
ago. And so the dove from above that they've got in the Sound House is the actual one that was used on the TV.
No
Oh,
way.
really?
Claim
wow.
fame.
How did they get that?
Well, that's a.
They don't advertise these things. Anyway, back to Tapestry. Okay, brilliant. So let's play one of your songs then. What's it called? Change. Is it Change Plus? It's written down as Change and the plus sign and time.
Change in
Change
time, we
and
describe
time.
it as.
Change and yeah,
I think the
it could
first
have
demo
been.
had a plus, so we just sort of
We were
stuck
like,
with
oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I would have said it's Change Add Time.
Yeah. Well, you could do.
That's wrong, is it?
Whatever,
It's your choice, really. I mean,
You
down
interpret
to you.
it how you want.
whatever gets you going.
But then it's an equation, isn't it? Change Add Time. So what does it equal?
It equals
Tapestry.
cringe.
Oh, right.
It equals love.
Or does it equals love?
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we play it?
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else you could tell? What's it about?
Well, yeah.
It's just like, well, because Alex
we
and
got
me
the
kind of
name
wrote the
before we
lyrics
wrote the
for it.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess kind of
It's just how time can change you, really. I think.
Yeah.
That was the basic.
and how it's kind of less. Yeah, it's not so important.
How time can change you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of, that explains change plus time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can be
Equals
scary.
how it changes.
Bit
Yeah.
selfish,
Okay, well,
yeah.
here is Change Add Time by Tapestry.
Time is oblivious to all of us. The lights are blurred ahead. The lights are blurred ahead. 'Cause it hides in the places that we don't see, revealing all of our insecurities. 'Cause it feels like you shouldn't do. Feels like you shouldn't do. Feels like you shouldn't do. It feels like you shouldn't do. It feels like you shouldn't do. It feels like you shouldn't do. Time fades, paper with scribbles on its page. It seems strange how time can create lines on your face. It's such a shame. Ooh, it's such a shame. 'Cause it feels like you shouldn't do. Feels like you shouldn't do. Feels like you shouldn't do. It feels like you shouldn't do. It feels like you shouldn't do. It feels like you shouldn't do. We're all caught inside a one-way life. Try and change the time with our fragile mind, but it's impossible, 'cause it will end it all. There's nothing we can do, 'cause it feels like you shouldn't do.
That was Change End Time by Tapestry, or Change Plus Time, as I like to say. Again, another chilled out track. Those vocals on that were astounding.
Yeah.
Were they? Was that a stolen sample from somewhere, or was that?
No, that was me.
Really?
Yeah,
That's Elliot.
Elliot.
Crikey.
Thank you
That's
for the
voice and a
compliment.
half.
He's a good singer.
Thank you very much.
Oh, brilliant. So, okay, when's your next... Well, what are you doing with festivals and stuff? Now, last year I saw you as New Walk, didn't I, at Strawberry Fields. Do you reckon you'll be playing there again?
I've applied. I'm not sure
No.
if I'm going to get anything back this year.
That's always a funny one. A lot
Yeah.
of bands tell me that.
You just never know, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go
So-
through. I think they go through a third-party company or something that selects the bands for them.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, it's
Anyway.
when they're busy people.
Yeah. So what about any other festivals?
Well, on the 26th
Yeah,
of
Tapestry.
March, both Tapestry and Newark are playing at the Leicester Music Festival Heat in the Sound House.
Oh yes, yes.
So yeah,
That's about £3, isn't it, to get in?
yeah, it's
that
£3.
one?
Yeah, in
The
advance,
Sound House.
yeah.
That would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Now I was going to talk to you about that. So how come then you'll be playing? You, Taylor, will be playing there twice then, won't you?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of.
So is
A lot of
hectic.
equipment there, won't it?
is that allowed? Or-
Well, yeah, it's annoying because only one
I don't know if they
band,
know yet.
only one band gets through from each heat, so I'll be fighting against my own band.
So
Yeah.
you might not see Tapestry after that day.
Well, you might not. Yeah,
He's out of the band. if he does win.
That sounds a bit weird.
Yeah,
actually.
so-
I'll be one of the judges on that night.
Oh,
as well.
really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
So it'll be interesting to see how you get on. To be honest.
Well, I don't think
Yeah.
there's anyone DJing anything like. It's going to be singers and stuff, so it's going to be
Yeah.
a different style of thing.
It should be good though. 'Cause
Yeah.
that might give you an
Yeah.
advantage.
You never know.
Never know.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, because I mean they've done two so far,
Yeah.
both of which
That's-
I've been to,
the overtones.
and yeah, the Simple Tones.
Simple
They
Tones,
won the first
yeah.
heat, and they were different to
Yeah.
everybody else.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the start of their set, as always with the Simple Tones, at the start of their set, people are thinking, "Oh, barbershop band, what's
Yeah.
that all about?"
Yeah.
I think I'll go and get a beer and just
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
stand there and not, But then
And they realise.
and they're chatting to each other as well, not really that interested. Yeah, and then the Simple Tones come on and start doing their thing, and everybody just stops chatting, just watches them and
Yeah.
think, wow. At the
Yeah.
end of it, it's just a real buzz.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
going out thinking, wow, this barbershop stuff's really
Yeah.
good.
Like,
I
yeah,
saw them at
absolutely.
Strawberry Fields, and they
Mm.
packed the tent.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
Easily accessible, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
So
anybody can enjoy it.
therefore, perhaps you might have a similar effect yourselves,
Yeah.
Let's hope
because you
so,
are
yeah.
refreshingly different.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard. I don't think. No, so far in the LMF heats, we've had 2 heats, and the last one was more rock and indie,
Yeah.
with Mia and the Moon. So they're acoustic, but the rest were
Okay.
rock and indie.
Yeah.
And the first one, was a bit more eclectic. There was Jonesy doing his stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ah, of
So
course.
that's his rap, and then there was Simple Tones doing their barbershop,
Yeah.
and then a couple of rock and indies.
Okay.
So no one's really done the electronic
yeah.
stuff that,
Wow.
that you'll be doing.
There's a few folk bands playing with us too, which,
Oh, right.
which
Yeah,
look
who's
very,
with us?
very
I
good.
can't remember.
Yeah, who? are they?
Fifth Pier, I think, are playing with us.
Fifth Pair.
I don't know if they don't know what kind of music they play.
I can't remember what the others were called,
No.
but they're
I'm
very
sure they'll be
good.
very
We
good.
checked that
Okay, so that'll be a great
That'd be
gig
good.
then, won't it? So
Yeah.
that's the 26th of March. That's your part of the competition to
Yeah.
play at the Leicester Music Festival, which
Yeah.
will be, I think, in July at the rugby ground. So that'll be great.
That'd
be
to
good.
do that. That's supporting like Professor Green and
Yeah,
all
some
that.
big artists.
Yeah.
Really.
So that'll
Exactly,
be good.
Yeah.
And you're performing twice there as well
Yeah.
at the LMF. So that's
Yeah.
brilliant. And then your next gig after that, then what's that?
That's the Friday after that, so the 28th of March,
Right,
and that's the original band showcase. at-
OBS. Yeah,
the musician.
brilliant. That's another good competition to get into, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
then that could
Boost your.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
could get to
Reputation.
play at loads and loads of festivals. 'Cause-
Yeah,
Midnight
there's
Wire
some good-
last time, wasn't it?
yeah. I think so. Yes.
Or was that the
I don't know
time
if that was
before?
last time or the time
I think
before.
that was the time before, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great prizes. Up for,
'Cause that's all run
for
by
grabs.
Val McCoy, and she's got her fingers
Yes.
in lots of festival pies.
Ah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean,
We
from
can
there, last year she got bands playing at Weston Park Festival.
Oh yeah.
This year, is it Green Light Festival? I saw she was doing.
Okay,
I
cool.
think it's Green Light Festival.
Cool.
Plus, don't know about Strawberry Fields, but yeah. If you do well in that should be an outlet to a number of festivals.
Yeah.
And Simon Says as well.
Yeah.
She's put some bands on there as well this year, so perhaps you could get in there.
Yeah, that would be good.
So that'll be another good get. So that's 28th of March at the Musician. That's normally about a £5 or something to get in.
Yeah.
I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it'll be
Fiver.
around there.
Yeah. Again, brilliant atmosphere in that place.
Yes.
And then what about any more gigs after that?
We've got.
Yeah, 2nd of
2nd of April at the
Yes.
Donkey.
Right.
It's another gig we only found out about on the 14th of March. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're supporting. I'm not sure which band it is yet, but we're just going to be there supporting another band. So.
Brilliant. So at the Donkey again, a fantastic venue.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we've heard it's very good.
Very good.
And so hopefully you'll be appearing at some of these festivals then in the summer.
Fingers
we're lucky,
crossed,
yeah.
We'll
We'd love to.
Yeah. I would have thought so. So you played Strawberry Fields last year.
Yeah.
Did that? I can't remember.
Well, they have links to the musicians, Strawberry Fields, because they had like a stage where the musicians. So we should like try and get.
But you played in the
involved.
other tent, didn't you?
Yeah.
The BBC introducing.
It was a big top tent, and they
Yes.
had like loads of DJs and stuff there. So that was cool.
That was good. Yes, you're right. So they have links through to the other venues.
Yeah.
Okay then. How can people get hold of you?
Yeah, well, we both have SoundClouds. So my SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/newwalk.
And ours is soundcloud.com/Tapestry Music.
Tapestry band. Is it off?
I think it's
I
Tapestry
think
Music.
if you just type in Tapestry on the search on SoundCloud, you'll find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got
Facebook or
Facebook
Twitter.
and Tapestry Band UK for both of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What about EPs and stuff like that? Have you got any of those out yet?
We're very, very close.
Yeah, Tapestry are very close to
I think
finishing our debut EP.
in our next few shows we'll have CDs to give away for free of maybe demos or maybe just the full EP really.
Right.
They're almost finished.
Will there be one at the LMF then?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought I
That'd be-
could grab one then.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I hope you will.
Excellent. I
Yes.
hope I will. Excellent. So, all right then, brilliant. So, okay, so if you'd like to get yourself ready, then you're about
Cool.
to perform in the studio live.
Tapestry.
Everything
Yeah.
by Tapestry.
Yes.
I look forward to that. And thank you very much for coming in this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this.
Cheers.
Was it everything? Was it ever me? Was it everything? Could you see this falling down? Was it everything? Was it always you? Was it everything? Didn't you know the truth? Was it everything? Did it ever seem right? Was it everything? Could you come home tonight? Now it's terrible, these things that you've done. How could I have been so wrong? It's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. It's falling, it's all falling down. Now I'm gone, I don't wanna see you around. 'Cause I was blinded by you, reality was out of view. I was intoxicated. Now nothing was wrong. Till it all came undone. 'Cause I thought it was worth it, but I did not deserve this. Now I'm walking